Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. What is this monstrosity, you ask? This is a Deca satellite launcher, capable of launching 10 communications satellites. Or at least theoretically. One thing somebody asked me once was if I would show a first ever test flight thing. And the answer is yes. I have never actually tried flying this before. And thusly, I have absolutely no idea whether or not this will work. Okay, I just learned what that button did. Where's my smart ASS? Okay, give me killer rope, good. Give me the surf. Alright. So, I have no idea exactly what the heck that was. I don't even want to know, really. Oh well. So yeah, it turns out we can fly. I figured I'd put enough nuclear engines on this thing for that. Oh, hey look. Vanilla Lander 1. Yeah. So, let's show off some of the features while we go up. We feature a mech jeb with a smart ASS and 6 parachutes to ensure that this comes down safely. Attached to the main fuel tank with a decoupler that can only be deployed after deploying all 10 satellites, 6 of which are on the exterior, 4 of which are on the interior. Interior crocodile alligator, I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator, I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. And I'm terribly sorry for that terrible singing tangent I just did. Oh boy. I need to stop watching Boondocks. So yeah, it's a rather slow climbing rocket, but overall I'm impressed. Thanks to the fact that these all have thrust gimbaling, it appears that we didn't need anything else. Despite that these are decouplers, they do not come off. As you can see, there are fuel lines going down here, so all the engines can also hold on to this mega 10,000 liter fuel tank. At least once they deplete. I mean, we're only halfway up. This is pretty much just to get us out of the atmosphere. And then I only ever need to use, like, low thrust after that. Speaking of which, we are finally out of the, thickest part of the atmosphere. That's always good. In 2 minutes. This is a rather long, flight up, as it would seem. I mean, even my old duck plane got up here faster than that. So we still got now 1,300 liters left in these tanks. Excellent, excellent. Let's try and reduce fuel consumption. Like I said, I think we're going at a fairly healthy speed out of the atmosphere already. And I don't think we need to really accelerate too much. Perfect. Of course, we're always getting lighter every second, so it doesn't really matter. I think my next video is going to involve that panic button. I don't know. I don't even know what that panic button is for. I mean, we gotta keep orbit, keep vertical, and keep surf. But yeah. No idea what the panic button is actually for. Does it try and, like, land me? Just, like, impromptu landing? Interesting concept, I suppose. Alright, so we are finally exiting the atmosphere. So, we have 10 satellites to deploy. And I want to try and get at least one around each of the quote-unquote bodies in and around Kerbal, or Kerbin. Oh no, let's rotate the other direction. Not much is set for rolling, though. Alright, well, let's at least try and start getting into an orbit here. Or I could just use MechJeb. What's my apoapsis looking like? About a minute away? Pick up speed. I want to get that to around 125 before I start making my orbital turn. I know a lot of people always tell me, but it's faster if you start making around 10,000 or whatever. Yada yada yada, I don't really care. Alright. At the same time, though, I think this thing controls about as good as a ton of bricks, though. Probably need some SAS and or RCS. Luckily, though, we should, in theory, be getting lighter all the time. Alright, I kind of want low orbital satellites here, so... Besides, while yes, I have gone back to using MechJeb, I really only use the smart ASS because, I mean, look how smart MechJeb is. Look where I am now. And I'm recording at an odd time today because I've had a weird schedule today. This is actually going to be going up a day late, and I do apologize, and people love to talk to me the moment I'm ever recording. When I was sitting around for about an hour before, pick this up, was just building this thing, and of course, instantly the second I start recording, like less than 7 minutes into the recording, people are talking to me. Alright, so I'm going to counter y'all and overpower what MechJeb says to do. Why? Because I know better. Oh god, what are we? A centrifuge again? Please tell me no. Huh? Excuse me, Mr. Fuel Tank, but, why aren't you draining into... Oh, you son of a gun. It's not actually hooked up to the fuel tank, it's hooked up to that. Crap. We are now officially out of fuel. Panic. The good news is we didn't even make an orbit. And so now we are free. Panic! Alright, so all of the satellites have been released. Sweet. Alright, and entering the atmosphere. Let's see if these chutes work. I hope they do. Because if not, we're in trouble. Also, hatch is obstructed, can't exit. Note to self, apparently you can't exit should the hatch be obstructed. I did not know that was the fact case. Parachutes? Okay, there they go. Alright. Kinda worried for a moment there. So yeah. 6 drag chutes. I figure that we can easily, overcome anything. Woo! 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 But, yeah. Looks like everybody's safe. So, slight miscalculation on my part. This would actually be a launch that I would not show. I mean, it was the first launch. And silly little errors like that shouldn't, actually ever happen. But, things I learned. EVAs will not be possible on this flight. These 6 parachutes work fine together. And, I didn't hook it up to the fuel tank properly. So. Guess back to the vehicle assembly building. Now it should work. Also, I don't really like how long it takes me to get out of the atmosphere. Let's try and fix this. And I only ever see one way of fixing something along these lines. Dun dun dun! No. No. You go there. Alright, 15-stage rocket. This might very well be the most, biggest staging rocket I have ever constructed. Because I can't think of any fathomable reason why I would ever construct this many stages except to launch 10 satellites. I mean, this is just poor planning. Right, so Bill, Jebediah, and Bob are back, as always, in the old pilot seat. So, let's just kill Roach. And got it. Wow, even the 6 of these things are having trouble getting us up. And also we're bound to spin uncontrollably until something snaps, I think. Because I forgot struts. So enjoy the show. Especially since I can't deploy the parachute that close to the ground because the number of times I have to hit space. Seriously, why isn't there not an emergency button to deploy all parachutes on board? Well, actually, if we never pick up enough speed, we might just not spin out of control. That would actually be pretty hilarious. Because I do not believe we're picking up enough speed yet. No, we aren't. So while it's driving us off course just a little bit, we might survive. Might being the key word. Just a little more. Don't break off. Don't break off. 10 more seconds at most. Hang in there. Hang in there. And they're gone. Okay. Alright, with thrust gimbaling we should be able to get back onto a proper track. Okay, it looks like we're having a polar orbit today. Jebediah is rather unfazed. The chute, it'll pull us free, hopefully. Come on, parachute, do your job. Pull us to freedom. No, it's not gonna. Maybe. Come on, pull us out, pull us out. Come on, pull us out, pull us out. I'm wondering how long this is going to take to crash, actually. I'd like to speed it up, but I can't. Because we're now actually, going up again. Though that's been properly fixed, it seems. I'm just waiting for, this thing to just slap off. Come on. Can I give up? So, yeah, these are my test flights, usually. Oh, boy. Alright, so things I need. Struts and winglets. I don't think I've ever actually put struts or winglets on before the first test flight. For some reason, I always think, I don't need them. Nevertheless, I always need them. Have yet to figure out why I am so stupid. I just roll with it. Alright, that should help that. Now, in terms of command and control, some of these, and some of these. And, alright. One more shot this episode. And then maybe we can make it in orbit. Give me kill route. Prepare for ignition in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Houston, we have liftoff. And a very stable liftoff again. Now that we have some form of atmospheric control, maybe we'll actually go a little faster this time, which, means that we'll get up out of here sooner. That's always a pleasant thought, I suppose. Like I said, I really miss being able to, go any faster while in the atmosphere. It's kind of lame, actually. Because sometimes these massive rockets take, a fair bit of time before they will, actually, escape. And, yeah, we're about 2/3 of the way through the booster now. So, yeah. And this was the first couple of my test flights. This is actually a really cool particle effect. And we can really see just how much the ship is wobbling. It's an actually scary amount. Alright, so now we've got this really cool viewpoint here. Prepare to release the boosters. 3, 2, 1, release. And engines on. Screw you guys, we're out of here. And let their medley death rain down on the people below. As we go back up through the ship. And yeah. So yeah, stage 1 complete. And this time, we actually have a direct connection from fuel tank A to fuel tank B, I hope. We will find out, though. on our way up into orbit, I suppose. Alright, so yeah, we're getting 18,000, not too bad. Alright, well, I think once we get up into orbit, if we get up into orbit, I'm going to call it an episode. Yes, orbiting Kerbal. Okay. I'll try and keep ground speed and bird speed the same as much as possible. Automate, what? Help. Panic. Head 90. Pitch 0. No? Kill rote on. Kill rote off. Okay, so some kind of weird terminal thing. No idea what that is. Oh shit, wrong button. Crap. That opens the outline manual. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Well, I was hoping guys, mech chip crashing my ship. I can't see right now. Alright, there we go. And hey, wow, we're still stable. Good. So, what's my apoapsis looking like? 99, 100, so around 125. We can grav turn. Actually. Let's just begin the grav turn now. And we're leaning. This is good. God damn it, I have to take some manual control from this. Okay, so we're apparently doing one heck of a weird orbit. Oh well, I plan to launch into orbits of all shapes and sizes for these satellites, and we get 10 of them to fire out. Thrust to 30%. Where it's at the atmosphere, it should be okay. 3 minutes, 29 seconds. Plus it might help with mech ship getting some better control. So yeah, we're doing slightly more thrust. Okay, this is rather worrying. I'm going to be turning MechJeb off then. And engaging in my own moves. Which may or may not be including losing complete control of my ship. Oh god. Cutting engines. Begin panic system. And boom. Yeah. Separate and deploy. So, yeah, turns out I think we need some kind of RCS system. Well, find out next time if I can pull off launching 10 satellites at once. So, yeah, whoever wanted to see my test flights, this is what my test flights look like. This is why I do not normally record my test flights. So, yeah, until next time, this is Calvin signing off.